The president announced today that he will end California's ability to set its own tougher air quality standards. But the governor says the state will fight to keep tougher restrictions on car makers. KPIX 5 political reporter Melissa Caen is in San Francisco tonight with the legal battle that is heating up. Melissa?
That's right. Look, when we talk about climate change in the United States, we have to talk about cars. That's because transportation emits more carbon pollution than any other source in America. And so when we're looking at cars and regulating things for climate change, the stakes are really high in this fight over who gets to be the one to regulate. This morning, the president tweeted the Trump administration is revoking California's federal waiver on emissions. The state of California has a waiver through the Clean Air Act to set its own auto emission standards, and the governor says this state will keep it.
We will prevail.
Attorney General Javier Becerra said the state would immediately sue the Trump administration.
Well, let me just sum it up by saying he doesn't have the executive authority to do this. He's going about it the wrong way, and we think that we can prove under the existing law that this type of action won't stand.
The president also tweeted that getting rid of California's waiver would, quote, produce far less expensive cars for the consumer, while at the same time making the cars substantially safer. He seems to be arguing that the lower standards would make cars cheaper, so more people could buy them, and people with new cars are less likely to get into accidents.
I think it should be all across the board. Everyone should be the same.
Frank Ontiveros says lowering California's standards might have another upside.
Even though I know it's going to be more pollution, but they say it'll be cheaper oil prices. I don't know.
He's not the only one who thinks this is really about gas and oil.
It's about the oil industry, period, full stop. It's not about the car manufacturers, not about consumers, it's not about the health, it's not about our economy.
In the end, Newsom says car makers have a choice: either build cars to California's higher standard or wait for the result of years of litigation.
I think they have no choice but to do the right thing, and I think that's what's leading to the president's unique frustration with California.
We previously reported about a pact that 4 automakers entered into whereby they agreed to abide by a little bit higher emission standards. And a state official told us today that that is all still in place. However, there were conversations going on with other car companies to maybe join that pact or do some other sort of voluntary compliance. And we're told that all of those talks are now on hold in light of the Trump administration's move today. Live in San Francisco, Melissa Caen, KPIX 5.